Hi everyone, I'm down Princess Parade in Hythe tonight. It's high tide at the moment. Well, it's gone high tide for about an hour now. But the plan is to fish it all the way out and all the way back in again. So we're going to be here for a few hours, set up the big tent. Probably see the dogs all sorted on the inside there, mate. Yeah, he wants to fish, don't you, boy? Right, I've gone all out as well with the rods. We have 2 rods set up there and a bass rod set up here. The bass rod has a bass pennel style rig and it's got a whole squid on for the moment. If I manage to catch some whiting, I'm going to do a live bait. So I don't know if I've told everyone yet. I had a pretty big fight with a bass down here, but I managed to lose it unfortunately. I live baited with this rod, a whole whiting. And yeah, I hooked into a pretty big bass. I was in with a fight with it for a good few seconds, but I tightened up a bit too much, and yeah, it went slack, and it turned out I'd snapped it off. Now when I looked at it, I think I'd actually use an old rig as well, which is a bit of a schoolboy error, but you live and you learn. I'll be checking all my rigs religiously now, making sure there's no damage on the snood line. But anyway, that's exactly what we're doing with this rod tonight. We're going to try and get a big bass using big baits really close in. Now, my tactics for big bass is that they come in close, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people tell you that. So my whole squid's only about 5 to 10 feet out at the moment, maybe a little bit further because the tide's retreating, so I'll let it retreat out onto it. Then in my usual style, I've got a 13-footer with some nice ragworm on there. And then I've got the continental stylie with a whole squid on as well. Maybe checking for hounds or rays. Now I've got some bluey and some herring as well, so that's what we're fishing with tonight. We've got ragworm, we've got bluey, herring and squid. And yeah, if I manage to catch a few whiting, I'm probably going to go for the whiting bait as well. That's where we're at the moment. I'm going to have a reel in because I've had all the rods out for a few minutes now, apart from the bass rod. So yeah, I'm going to have a reel in on these two and see what's going on. I've got my friend Mark with me, he's already had a dogfish. I've seen a lot of reports on Facebook that it's been a bit of a dog fest down Hythe recently, so we'll see. We'll try and wrangle out some other species. Let's have a look at the water. It's not too murky, but there's a little bit of cloud to it. As you get further out, it gets a bit more murky. Anyway, I'll have a reel in. If there's anything on there, I'll let you know. And I will film any change in tactics and all the fish that we get. So I'll bring you guys back soon. Hey guys, we're still fishing away down Princess Parade, and I've just managed to hook into a decent bass on my bass rod there. Now he's fallen to a bass style pennel rig, like that. Let's have a look at him on the scale. Let's flip him over. Let's get you that way. That's well over 42. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, I'd say 48 centimetres long. Let's get it back in the water a sec, so it can breathe. Let's try to find Izzy scales. Maybe they're in here. I'll bring you back in a sec when I found the scales. Right guys, so I've just weighed the bass. It's coming in at £2 8 ounces. Now we're going to keep this one, so I'm going to show you how I dispatch a bass. Not with the dog, I can tell you that. You back off, mate, back off. Alright, so we've got an incredibly sharp knife, absolutely razor sharp. Alright, and where I'll make the cut is on the gills. So this bit at the bottom here, I'm going to cut right through this centre part where my index finger is, but just before that I'm going to use a fish priest to stun it. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to get the bass over here and get it under control and a good swift hard strike down. Alright, so I've struck 3 times there to make sure. Now while it's stunned, flip it over and cut the throat. Now you can see we've got blood pumping out of there as the fish's heart's still beating. And what that will do, that will just drain the blood out nicely and make the meat nicer. So there we go. We'll let that make sure that it's definitely deceased for a while. We'll put them back in the bucket away from the dog, along with the hooks. Bandit, come back. Yeah, you can see in the water all the blood's leaking out of this fish. And that will make the meat as prime as you can get it. Right guys, this is how I'm fishing for the bass. So you can see down here I've got 2 4-0 hooks and a whole squid that runs up on some 25-pound line until, let's try to find it, it's down here, until we get to a swivel, large swivel. Then we go to 60-pound main line, and we've got a bead, a Gemini weight clip, another bead. Let's pull it all the way through, and then the weight itself. There we go. Now you can see it all together. Let's just try to show you what I mean by a Gemini weight clip. One of these guys. That's all it is. It's a really simple rig. I call these a bass rig, but then I've obviously got a pennel hook on it as well, so it's a pennel rig. It's not a pulley pennel, there's no pulley bead involved, and all I'm doing with that, I'm dropping it danger close. So literally this is an 11-foot rod, and I pretty much lower it in off the rod. I don't really cast it, I'll drop it in, and yeah. I'm going to do that again, see if I can't get another bass, hopefully a bigger one this time. Although 48 centimetres is good enough. Anyway, I'm going to get this bait out and I'll bring you guys back in a minute. So I've just had a successful reeling on my 3 flapper size 1/0 hooks using ragworm as bait. So we've got a dogfish up here and we've got 1 whiting down there. Now he's a good little size. I think I'm going to keep him for a live bait. Let's set the camera down quickly over here. Alright, so I'm just going to get the disc gorger. He's got it a little way down his throat. Do it inside his mouth, nice and gently. Pull on the snood. Little wiggle and off he comes. I'll put him in the bucket for your bait, and we'll use this for the dogfish even though he's not badly hooked. There we go, he wiggled himself off. One to be returned and one to be used as bait rather. Get these hooks secured. Well, I'll show you when I put my whiting on as a live bait. Just lobbed the squid out there for the moment on the bass rod. But yeah, we'll get him on in a mo and we'll show you. And I'm going to get this dogfish back. Yeah, if you know bandit, we've had bass, dogfish, whiting. It's all happy days, eh? Yeah, anyway, in a bit. Here we go guys, instead of reeling on the 3 flapper, we've got another whiting. And down here we have a pouting. Now the wind and the rain's just started. closed. But yeah, that's the 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got whiting, bass, pouting and dogfish now, so 4 species. Anyway, I'm going to get these guys off the hook and carry on with fishing. They're going to shelter for the rain in a bit in the tent up there. But yeah, I don't think it'll last for very long. Anyway, bring you guys back soon. Hey guys, so I've had to shelter in a tent for a little while. Some really heavy rain came through. But I had to leave my baits out there a little while. So I started reeling on the 3 flapper, and this is what we got. So we got a dogfish here. We've got a whiting over there, and we've got a little starry smoothhound here. So that was all on ragworm. Now I've got an absolute mess of a rig, so that's what happens when you leave baits out too long with fish on. You get some nasty tangles. Anyway, I'm going to get these guys dehooked and probably choose a different rig, because I don't think I'm going to save that one tonight. Get a couple of pictures of the smoothhound, and we'll get all of these guys back. I'm going to reel in on the continental style rod, see if there's anything on there. I'll bring you guys back when I do that. Dog's all happy. Anyway, I'll bring you guys back in a second. Here we go guys, another couple of whiting. This is a 2 up 1 down rig, and we've got a 2.0 up here, a 1 over there, and a size 2 down here. But look at them both. They're both about the same really. Anyway, I'll get these guys dehooked. I think I'll put these ones back. I think I've got enough whiting as bait. And these guys, I think they're just a tad too big really for what I want as a live bait. Maybe just about alright, but touch on the big side. Anyway, carry on going for a bit. We've still got bait, so I'll keep on chucking it out until it's gone. The continental style rod's pulling down with a nice strong bite on it, so maybe another dogfish on there. But we'll find out in a minute. Well guys, see my bass rod kicking off, and it was my live bait whiting, and it's produced this lovely bass. I'm going for around the 4 pound mark on this guy. Lovely fish. You were excited. Look at the size of the mouths on these guys. See the top panel hook caught in there. The whiting's gone, he's been knocked off, or whatever happened to him, or swallowed. I just changed the live bait up to a fresher live bait to a whiting that was swimming really strong in the bucket. Anyway, what a beautiful fish. I'm going to get it dehooked and get a weight on this one. And we'll go from there. So I've taken a weight on this one. It's 3 pound 14 ounces. So a nice fish. Now I think I'll keep this one as well, and that'll be my 2 bass limit for this session. And that's me, the family, the dog and the neighbour all sorted off 2 fish. Anyway, I'm going to get this one properly dispatched. I'll carry on for a bit longer. I've probably got another 2 hours left in me. And that'll be that. Anyway, I'll bring you guys back in a minute. Hi guys, still just about going down here on the braid. I think I'm going to pack up pretty soon. I'm going to pack down my continental rod, which is targeting rays. I'm not going to put that back out again. I'm going to pack that down, and I'm just going to use like the last of my ragworms and a couple of my fish baits in close, try to get another bass in. I've given the smaller one of my bass to my mate, who's already gone home, So I've just got this fella here, which I've got to dispatch. We're still going for the moment. Dog giving him some kisses. What do you reckon, Bandit? It's a good fish, isn't it, mate? You only kiss the good ones, don't you, boy? Anyway, not gonna keep this fish waiting any longer. I'm gonna get it dispatched. And this one will be my tea. Watch out for them spikes, Bandit. Anyway, let's turn this one off and we'll keep rolling on my GoPro. Here we go, guys. Dogfish at dawn. Light's well and truly up now. And this might be the last fish of the night because I'm absolutely shattered. So again, unless the bass rod goes crazy, this might be it. I don't think I'm going to cast this one out again. Water's very clear. It's very tempting to maybe even stick on a pair of feathers quickly just at the end. But we'll see how much energy I've got. Anyway, I'm going to get this guy unhooked, get him back. Now I'm going to get packing down. But it's been a pretty good night so far. Any night where I get 2 bass over 42 centimetres, I call it a good night. You've had fun, but yeah, I think he's tired as well. So time to give it up for the night, I think.